the objectives for the CC4 which Varun is attempting is how to say it. The objectives are: select the right words and sentence structure to communicate your ideas clearly, accurately and vividly. Use rhetorical devices to enhance and emphasize the ideas. Eliminate jargons and unnecessary words. Use correct grammar. Added to these objectives, Varun also asked me to evaluate him on not going too fast and also taking appropriate pauses. The time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best. Thank you.
Stop right now. Immediately take a U-turn. Where the hell do you think you're taking us to? I'm telling you, I'm warning you, my father is a police inspector. He'll get you arrested. Dear Modi, fellow Toastmasters and guests, have you ever felt the experience of getting kidnapped? Or is it only in Savdhan India or Crime Patrol that you have seen such things happen? My father, who's actually an interior decorator, was resolute on expanding his business. He wanted me and my friend Ravi to join his business and do an internship by visiting various function halls and trying to find out the scope of an event management company over there. A cute, charming, cheerful girl called Pooja was also doing an internship in the same office. One day, Ravi and I had decided that we would go and visit the various function halls in Bowenpalli and in the city. When we were about to leave, Pooja came up to us and asked if she too could join for that day. And as you know, we guys can never say no to a girl. So off we were in a flash. We squeezed her into our plan and we were all set to have fun that day. We went and caught an auto nearby and asked him to take us to any grand function hall which he knew in Bowenpalli. Sensing the high spirits, he said, "Arey sure bhaiya, come. I know one very grand function hall. It's a very big function hall. Only thing is, it's a little far. But if that is okay, I will take you there." My friend Ravi replied, "Arey bhai, wherever you want you take us to. Only thing is, we should be happy at the end of it." So that is how our journey began. We traveled quite a while and then the auto driver stopped the auto in the side. He said, "Bhaiya, give me 2 minutes, I will just be back." We were drowned in our discussion and did not realize, and he came back after 10 minutes. When we asked him where he went, he said, "Bhaiya, actually, police had seized my phone, so I went to the police station to collect it." We were shocked. Police seized his phone? We gave each other that, okay, that look. And then what followed was we were giving him that nasty look and looking at him carefully, and that is when we realized that he had a black, scary scar on his face. He was wearing terribly torn clothes and he looked as black as coal. Somehow we convinced ourselves that we cannot judge a book by only looking at its cover, and somehow we continued with the journey. He went on and on and on, and slowly the road started becoming deserted. We had no clue of where we were. The only thing we knew was we had to visit a function hall. The ball was completely in his coat. We felt the butterflies in our stomach. We had no idea what was going on. Suddenly, to add on, we felt as though there were 2 Innova cars that were following us. They seemed more like a Rohit Shetty film. We had no idea what was going on, and that was when our hearts started striking a beat. All those terrible thoughts were getting into our mind. What if they actually kidnap us? What if 10 people surround us and beat us up? What would we do? At that moment, we could feel the goosebumps on our body, and Ravi shouted at the auto driver saying, "Hey bhaiya, where are you taking us? No, we don't want to go to your function hall. Take us back. God knows where you're taking us to." But no, he was stubborn. He was as stubborn as a mule. He just did not agree. He was resolute on his decision and did not agree to take us back. We could feel as though an eagle was going eagerly to catch his prey, and we couldn't do anything over there. What happened after that was even more dreadful. Suddenly he took a right sharp turn and he stopped and said, "Bhaiya, the function hall is here, relax." What we could see was a tree fallen down on the floor at an inclination, and only an auto could pass by it. There was no board or name of any function hall over there. there was one watchman who was sitting out and watching us come. And as we approached nearby, the watchman saluted the auto driver. Tell me, which watchman would actually salute an auto driver? It really freaked us out. We started trembling like a leaf. We felt paralyzed with terror. The emotions started oozing out in our body, and pain was coming over and taking over our words. We had nothing to say. We started shouting at the auto driver, "Bhaiya, take us back now. Enough is enough now. I'm warning you. My father is a police inspector. He'll arrest you." And finally, he got that fear because he saw a few people over there who were listening to us. We kept shouting and shouting on the top of our voice until he had to take a U-turn and dropped us back on the main road. We shouted our lungs apart. After a long wait, we could finally see a ray of light in the sea of darkness. That was my story of how we had a dreadful experience that day. All those thoughts started getting into our mind again, and immediately I could remember the two things which my father had told me before starting the internship. First one, whenever you go out, take your driver Mohsin with you. Second one, don't go out alone with Pooja. That was when we started thinking about those things, and at that moment I didn't take his word seriously. But after this incident, that was when I realized that what our elders tell us is because they have experienced something in life. They have seen all this in their own words, and they know what is right and what is wrong for us. So fellow Toastmasters, anything could have happened to us that day. They could have kidnapped us, they could have done whatever they wanted with us. What if they harm Pooja? What could we do? Nothing. So that is one thing which I want all of you to realize and recognize, that our elders tell us things only because they have experienced it. They have seen more things in life. So finally, to conclude with, I would like to say, however wise a man may be, he would always need an elder's advice. Thank you.